It's my virtual summit mastery review. And I'm going to talk about how I've built 2 6-figure businesses off the back of online summits. Let's dive in. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Mitch Asser. Make sure you hit subscribe and let's dive into it today because I'm doing a virtual summit mastery review here right now in this video. Now, this is going to sort of be part 2 of my review of virtual summit mastery. Now, my guess is that you probably know a lot about the program by now if you are watching this video and you've typed it in, you've seen this video pop up, or you're on the website right now. So I'm not going to dive too much into what the actual program is itself, but it's by Navid Moazes, and Virtual Summit Mastery is his flagship program that's been around for years now. And I've been one of the students who has been in there from the very, very start. So I've seen the amount of success stories that have come from it. I've seen and that's an incredible amount of success stories, by the way, more than I've seen in any other program. I've also seen how much Navid has invested into making the program better every single year. And I've never seen an online course or an online program that has as many high quality resources in it as his particular Virtual Summit Mastery. So let's dive into that review. But before I dive into the review, firstly, I'm going to be looking down here occasionally because I do have notes. Secondly, I debated, should I shave first? Should I put on a proper t-shirt? I decided not to. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur. I like to I like to build my lifestyle first, and part of my lifestyle is actually being dressed like this all of the time in warm environments. I'm on the Sunshine Coast in Australia right now. It's been a magical day. I went surfing for about 3 hours this morning, and it's basically what I've been doing for the last couple of months. I'm going to dive into that a little bit later, but back to my notes. The reason why I wanted to put down a couple of notes is because there's some really important parts of this review that I really want to hit, that I think is going to be really important for you to understand, so that you can make the right decision to invest in Virtual Summit Mastery if it is right for you. And for some people it won't be, and that's totally cool as well. But if you stick right through to the end, I'm actually going to talk about how you can get over $5,000 in bonuses from me personally if you do decide to buy through my affiliate link. And the reason why it's valued at that much and the reason why you definitely want to do that is because I've been behind the scenes or in front sometimes of more than 24 summits now. I think the next summit I'm working on will be my 25th summit that I'll be working on. That's getting right up there, right? And through those summits, I've helped my own brands and my clients generate hundreds of thousands of email subscribers. In fact, we're up to over 300,000 email subscribers now through those events, and over $1.1 million in sales. Now, there is a video linked around here somewhere, probably in the description if you're on YouTube, somewhere below if you're on a landing page, or maybe above, that I sat down with Navid about 12 months ago from when I'm making this video right now, and we talked about the success that I had for my own brand. And you should definitely go and check that out if you want to see this and hear the story of how I went from completely zero with virtually no marketing experience whatsoever to then following his program and eventually building email lists of over 30,000 active people. We had over 50,000 emails on our list, generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue. And that all came through virtual summits and just, putting one foot in front of the other, making sure I become better and better as I continue. And, we went from, having a few hundred people register in the first one to having, upwards of 18,000 people register just time and time again for each summit that we did, which is really cool, right? And it's a fascinating story, and you should go check that out if you do want to. But this is maybe part 2. This is the follow-up. This is what's happened since. And in the last 12 months, I've basically been able to double what took me 3 years to do in just 12 months. And a number of things happened. So the first thing that I want to dive into is that business that I talked about with Navid was all in the health industry. So basically we became really good at and niched right in and talked about fasting, so juice fasting, water fasting, intermittent fasting, things like that, and that did really well for us. However, I was working with my sister at the time. We both started to have different ideas on the direction that we wanted to take moving forward. She was living in a different part of the world actually, and I was starting to focus on some other stuff and had different goals, and we ended up deciding that we either had to sell that business, or we had to close it down. We didn't want to close it down because we had thousands of members that we wanted to make sure that were continuing to be served at the highest level. And it was just fortunate enough that we've been building some really high quality relationships with different people in that industry over the years before that. And it allowed us to reach out to a company who we thought might be interested in our content. They sort of valued what our business would be worth to them, and they acquired that business. And it was really cool. We sort of exited that business in sort of the high 5 figures, split that money between us, and that really helped set me up to where I am today, where I have a lot more choices, where I can go surfing for 3 hours a day, where it was just a really cool experience. To think back to when I started to that I would sell a business one day was just like, didn't even think about it at all. So, but most importantly, the biggest thing that it allowed me to do was understand that I actually do have what it takes to have some sort of success building an online business. And Virtual Summit Mastery was absolutely the program that opened up so many opportunities, from getting hired to be a marketing manager for a company in Sydney CBD for a period of time, that on quite a big contract, that allowed me to really develop my skills as a marketer. From then, which I'm going to dive into right now, is building my second online business to 6 figures. And we did 6 figures in collected revenue in 2019. So what took me 3 years to do in my first business took me less than a year to do in my second business. And that was really cool. And again, we did that all through virtual summits. However, very, very differently this time. I use a different business model to actually build that second business to 6 figures. And that's what I want to talk about today, because there's 2 directions that you can actually take, which many people don't think about when you're investing in Virtual Summit Mastery. And that is, you can build your own personal brand and use the summit to build your own email list, and then continue to sell on your own products and so forth. But you can also build a marketing agency for summits, or have like a part of your agency dedicated to virtual summits. And that's what I did. So I had clients. Basically what I've become most well known for is virtual summit launches using Facebook ads. So that's basically what I did most of the time. However, I also took on a few clients where we produced the entire thing. And we'd be charging clients anywhere between sort of 3,000 to 5,000 Australian dollars, so about 3,000 US dollars for a Facebook ad launch. And we'd be charging anywhere between sort of 10 to 20,000 US dollars for producing the entire summit. Now, I'm not doing that so much anymore. I just find that my time is better spent elsewhere rather than producing summits, and I didn't want to build a marketing agency. But it's a great way to actually make really good money. And with the rise of people going online now, and more events being held online, having an agency that caters to that for especially big business can be quite lucrative for you if you are the type of person who wants to build a marketing agency. Now, in fact, if you do want to build an agency, I don't. So I'm happy to hand clients off to you. If you do, actually go ahead, just let me know. But there's 2 ways to actually get that online business that you do want, right? And it's really up to you on which way you want to go about it. So like I said, we did over $100,000 last year in 2019 building a marketing agency. However, as I alluded to, I didn't really enjoy that business model. But it was great to actually try it, because if you don't try it, right, you'll never know. That's why you should definitely invest in Virtual Summit Mastery right now. So basically, what happens next is, let me check my notes, because I always get off track. So let me make sure I'm staying on track. So yeah, I didn't like building the agency. So basically I shut it down, and then I decided to build my own personal brand again. And that personal brand is forever evolving right now. And by the time you see this video, maybe 12 months down the track, my brand might be in a completely different place than where it once was. But the beauty in knowing what I know now is I held my first virtual summit around my own personal brand, talking about how to build a digital business, a lifestyle business where you can, live and work from anywhere in the world, just from your laptop. Was all about how to become a digital nomad. And what my very first summit back in the day, I had just a few hundred people register. Whereas I could go from 0 to almost 3,000 subscribers just from this particular summit while I was testing sort of different things. Not only that, but we had the landing page converting at 55%. The conversion to sale was average. It wasn't above average, wasn't below average. It was average. So we, had about 100 or 100 and something purchases made from that, which is really cool. So basically what I'm getting at is Virtual Summit Mastery is this system or this formula, this process that all you need to do is follow step 1, step 2, step 3. And the vid has so many templates from guides on what you should be working on which time, from templates to like piece together your website and then piece together your website copy and then piece together your email automation and piece together your card and all of the affiliate automations and stuff like that. Literally, this program has everything you need to just like piece everything together into this complete system that you can pretty much launch in any industry, any niche, and substantially grow your email list at the very least. But normally at the same time, you're also creating a product that you can sell, so you're generating revenue, so you're not losing a bunch of money when you're growing your email list, but also positioning yourself with and next to the other thought leaders and experts in your particular industry, which immediately raises your authority in that space as well, which then helps you sell products down the track, other different products and programs and courses and masterminds and whatever you want to sell afterwards, because you've already have this perceived authority in the marketplace, even though you're basically a nobody, right? And sometimes you get like this imposter syndrome creep up. I know when we built our health business, we all of a sudden started getting like hundreds of emails during our summits, if not thousands of people saying, you guys are amazing. I'm so grateful for what you do. At such a young age, you've achieved so much. I really look up to you. Like, you sort of feel like a bit of an imposter. And there is this thing called imposter syndrome when you start to get a little bit of momentum in your business that starts to creep in. But that means you're on the right track, right? And, it just happens. It just happens, right? And that's the cool thing about it. So basically, that is the story of how I built the marketing agency to 6 figures. In terms of getting clients, because I built up a good name in that space, it allowed me to get clients quite easily. I would have a bit of a process where people would fill out an application if they wanted to work with me. From there, I would send them a video, a personalized video about their application, if it was suitable. If it was suitable, these are the ways that we can potentially help. These are the results that we've got for other clients. And if you do want to have a conversation, let's jump on the phone. And basically, that process allowed me to convert 80% of people who had a phone call with. So I was using my time very effectively, and we generated some really great revenue over that year as well, which is really cool. So basically, this video is to share a bit of what happened since the part 1 video that I alluded to right in the very beginning of this video, so that you can sort of understand that there's multiple directions you can take from building this Virtual Summit business. And Virtual Summit Mastery is the absolute best program that you can use to actually get there. And maybe for you, it's about trying a personal brand first and maybe realizing it's not for you, but you're like sort of more the technical, the marketing person. You can just switch across and use all the skills and templates and everything that you've learned to actually build your marketing business, marketing agency and start building it out for other people. Not only that, I can guarantee you right now, there's people in Virtual Summit Mastery within that community, in the Facebook group, who, even though they've purchased the course, they've got big businesses, right? They're generating hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. So if you're in that group actively quite a lot and giving a lot of value, then you're going to become one of the most well-known in that group, for someone who can put together, who can help people in different parts of their putting together their summit. So there's a lot of opportunity there as well. That's how I've done it over the years, I will be honest. And, there's not really the direction that I'm going to keep taking in future. So someone's got to step in, right? Which is going to be super cool. So now let's get to the exciting part. If you just skip through to this part, I'm going to talk right now about the bonuses that you won't get anywhere else. And in fact, I'd be very, very surprised if you can get more, valuable bonuses than what I'm about to share with you now, especially from someone who has as much experience as I do with online virtual summits. So here we go. First of all, you're going to get a funnel review from me. So even though Navid's got all of the templates and stuff and pieces it together in certain ways and shows you how to do it, I find after working with 15 or so clients that they still don't follow the process. And not only that, some people tend to think that some of their landing pages are good enough. And when it comes to a summit, like, good enough is no longer good anymore. You need to be really great. You need to be really world class with your design and the way you structure it, and especially your copy. So basically what I'm offering here, valued at $2,000, is for you to send me your summit funnel once you've got it created, and I'll review the funnel. So that's basically your landing page and your offer page, and then maybe your first 1 or 2 or 3 emails that go alongside that, and maybe like checking out some of the other pages you have to make sure they're linked up the right way. So I will review that in order to help maximize conversions, so that you can get more people onto your email list for less cost and less work, and so that you can generate more sales as well. So that's worth at least $2,000 value to get an experienced person, as much as I am, to do that for you. So that's bonus number one. Second one is, well, the next 3 or 4 are actually sort of fit in with each other. The rest of the bonuses actually fit in with each other. And the first one is, I'm going to give you Ad Profit School. So that was an online summit I did on Facebook ads over the last couple of years, where I brought together a bunch of the leading industry experts who are great at what they do for Facebook ads, who they're running ads for clients, as well as teaching students on how to do it as well. So I brought together, I think it was 18 experts in that space, and we talked about all the different scenarios for Facebook ads. Now, a lot of the different things they talked about can be used for virtual summits, absolutely, but I'm going to get into another bonus in a second that will help you there. But after you start generating revenue on your email list, you then need to start to steer them into other funnels and use ads to get your message across in a better way, so that you can increase the return on ad spend and generate more revenue. So this is the perfect program to allow you to do that. It's something that is timeless. Everything that we did, we talked about strategy. We didn't talk about sort of the tactics that was happening at that time. We talked about strategy that has been proven to last for a long time. So the structure and the content within each of those expert masterclasses will be super valuable for many years to come. So that's valued at $200, and you also get that for free if you purchase through my affiliate link, which you'll find somewhere around here. The next one is I've put together a Summit Ads Launch Masterclass. So this is basically my 5-step proprietary system that I've been using for all of the summit launches that I've done. So 20 plus summits, where over this 5-step system allows you to really maximize your return on your ad spend. So basically it helps you, it gives you the high level overview of the ads that you should be running at what time to what audiences, and how to actually get the most amount of people into your funnel, and then people purchasing your summit once they are actually within the summit funnel. So that masterclass is valued at $500, and you get that for free if you do grab Virtual Summit Mastery through my affiliate link. The next thing to make it even easier for you is I'm going to give you a direct link to the templates in Canva that we've been using for virtually every single ad for virtual summits over the last few years. So basically these templates are, they're structured in a way that all you need to do is add in your speaker profile images, add in your logo, add in your branding, and you just export the template, and you're good to go. You upload that straight into your Facebook ads, and you can start to bring in new leads and sales based on what's been proven over many years of trial and error on different types of ads. So this takes out all of the guesswork for you. It takes out a lot of the testing that you need to do when it comes to running Facebook ads. So it makes it super easy for you. The next thing I'm going to do is just a short little video, a training video on how we actually create those square videos, social media videos for free. So there's a lot of software that will do it. You sort of have to pay anywhere between $40 to $100. I've bought a couple of them. They all suck. But I'm going to show you 2 free programs, or one of them might turn into a paid program at later. So right now it is free though. So if it isn't later, I'm sorry about that. But currently, as I'm making this, it is free. But these 2 programs put together, which everybody has access to, will allow you to create those square images, have your video in the middle. You've got your upper and lower thirds. Your upper one is for your title. Your lower one is for your captions. I'll show you how to get them transcribed automatically for free at the moment in this particular program that I'm going to show you. So you'll get that masterclass for free as well, valued at $1,000. Then you can create those, basically an unlimited amount of videos for your Facebook ad promotions or just your organic promotions, to be honest. And then finally, I'm going to give you my virtual summit tracking spreadsheet for ads and for all of your summit, all of your summit sales. This is something that I haven't found in Virtual Summit Mastery yet. If there is something in there, maybe I missed it, but it's a really detailed tracking sheet to allow you, firstly, to track your ad spend. So your ad spend, your return on ad spend, all of the most powerful metrics that you need to be monitoring every single day. And then secondly, just your overall sales and leads, because it's important to be knowing your numbers every single day so you can make an educated decision on what needs to be optimized at what stage. So I'm going to give you all of those things. The total value is at $5,100. All you need to do is, first of all, there'll be some instructions around here to make sure you do it the right way. But firstly, you need to clear your cookies to make sure you haven't got a cookie from somebody else before me. Second thing is click on my affiliate link so that you'll get tracked in through the Navid's affiliate cart, so that I get awarded for that particular sale. Third thing is to send me your receipt and just prove to me that you've actually purchased that. I'll make sure that I get paid that commission. And then once the commission has been paid, which by the way might be 30 to 60 days later, that's when I'll send through all of the bonuses. And don't worry about that, because you won't get a summit launch within 30 to 60 days anyway. You'll have all of these bonuses in time to launch your summit. But that's really what I've got to offer. So I'd really love it if you did take the time to invest in Virtual Summit Mastery with my affiliate links. You're going to get some epic bonuses. I'm sure we'll have a great chat at some point as well. So I'd love to hear from you now. Comment down below, what was the number one thing that you took away from this video? Are you going to invest in Virtual Summit Mastery? I'd love to hear from you. Maybe it's not right now, maybe it's sometime in future. So there'll also be some links around this page linking through to that video that I mentioned. It'll be linking through to Navid's 7 steps checklist. So if you his cheat sheet. So maybe if you want to take a look at that first before you do make a decision to purchase Virtual Summit Mastery, then do so. And the final thing, it just came to me right now, and I can't promise this, but if there's anyone who can make this happen, there's probably going to be me. Virtual Summit Mastery isn't open all of the time, all of the year. There's only a couple of launches each year. However, if you really want to invest in Virtual Summit Mastery and it's not open right now, send me an email, say, Mitch, I really want this, I need this. These are the reasons why. I'd love to buy through your affiliate link. Is there anything you can do? Send me that email and I will, because I am good friends with Navid, I'll see what I can do for you. Can't make any promises on that, but send me that email and I'll do my best for you. So thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next video, and I can't wait to see you inside Virtual Summit Mastery. Bye-bye.